As many of you know, here in my experience in South Africa, a lot of young entrepreneurs had their business disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of them weren't necessarily in essential services and therefore couldn't operate under the COVID-19 lockdowns. But as we have heard from the young people that have spoken to us so far this morning, there is something about the spirit. It is vibrant, it is not quick to give up, and it's certainly one that thinks differently, which is what, of course, a lot of young entrepreneurs that I know in South Africa did. To give you an example or two, there was a particular gentleman who developed an app during our lockdown times to help patients who were non-COVID-19 patients collect their medicines safely from hospitals, which at the time, of course, were danger zones or hotspot zones for contracting the virus before we managed to flatten our curve. There was also another young entrepreneur who developed very big sanitizers for industrial use, as a result of thinking differently and thinking innovatively, which me to the next section that we're about to get into, and I see that one of entrepreneurs is already joining us on the screen. So this next segment, we're going to be hearing from two young entrepreneurs who will be making their pitches and pitching to us their very products that, of course, can help fight COVID-19, and not only fight COVID-19, but also be scalable to an extent that they can also manage the direct and the indirect consequences of the pandemic on developing nations and economies also that are in transition. So as you see, they are up on your screen. I'd like to introduce you to Nnaemeka and Raphaela. Nnaemeka coming from Coldhubs and Raphaela from Plasticpreneurs. Right now, you do have Nnaemeka on your screen, who is first up to make his pitch. Nnaemeka, you have 3 minutes. Good morning, by the way. Your 3 minutes now.
Thank you very much, Vicky, for the quicker introduction. Real quickly, my name is Nnaemeka Ikegwuonu, and like it is said, I have 3 minutes to talk about our work with Coldhubs, deploying solar-powered working code rooms. First, as a quick introduction, I started my career as an agricultural community radio broadcaster in Nigeria, sitting down with farmers trying to identify challenges and opportunities within the agricultural space. And in the course of my work as a journalist, I traveled within the length and breadth of this large country. And in the course of my travels, I identified there was a problem that about 45% of food spoils due to lack of cold storage at key points within the food value chain. And this causes about 93 million smallholder farmers all across Nigeria to lose an estimated 25% of their income. This basic lack of infrastructure has led to it being normal to see food thrown away on the roadside everywhere because lack of storage that can be used to extend the shelf life of that food. So in 2015, I founded Coldhubs as a company that designs, builds, commissions, operates and maintains 100% solar-powered working cold rooms in farms, marketplaces, and food aggregation centers. The goal of Coldhubs is really to extend the shelf life of food from 2 days to 21 days. And Coldhubs also does a revenue model of paying as you store, charging farmers, retailers, and wholesalers the equivalent of 28 to 50 cents in US to store one of those plastic crates inside the cold room per day. So from a humble beginning, we have 24 hubs today. We are building 30 new hubs. Last year, we saved 20,400 tons of food from spoilage, signed up 3,517 users, and created 28 new jobs for women by hiring them to work as our hub operators. So by the end of 2020, we want to have up to 54 cold hubs. At the moment, we are building 30 new hubs all across Nigeria. So in a nutshell, that is what we are doing at Coldhubs, and I'm ready to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Nnaemeka. Thank you so much for sticking to that time there. You can tell that you're an entrepreneur. You recognize one of the currencies being time, given that that cannot be replenished. Up next, we have Raphaela from Plasticpreneurs. Raphaela, your 3 minutes begins now.
Thank you, Fifi. I'm very pleased to represent our social business today. And here you found, I'm from Plasticpreneur. I'm the co-founder, one of 4. Here you see our founding team. And our mission is that we make plastic circular to empower communities, drive innovation, and foster the transition towards a circular economy. And we want to tackle 2 issues, the unemployment and plastic pollution at the same time. And when you think on plastic recycling, you think maybe on expensive machine parks, industrial recycling processes, but this only works central, and no decentralized solutions are right now possible. So we developed and produce now CE certified machines to make this decentralized plastic recycling possible. And we also designed the product with the local community together in a human-centered design approach and produce the molds in case here for the COVID-19 personal protection equipment. You take out the plastic waste of the environment, and then you produce with our machines the granules to inject them under heat and pressure into new molds to create here, for instance, face shields. And so many other products are possible, which are needed locally and solve local problems. So we combine them also with sustainable entrepreneurship education. That's a very important part of our solution, which we divided in 3 solutions. So the Innovation Lab to identify and developing innovative products and business models made out of plastic waste. Then our recycling factory to producing and distributing products made out of recycled plastic waste locally, and awareness centers to raising awareness about the circular economy and building a sustainable mindset. So since 2019, we are in over 40 countries worldwide on 5 continents, and we're proud one of the winners of the UNIDO Global Call for Innovative Ideas and Technology versus COVID-19 and beyond. And here you see this solution. The community produced over 70,000 face shields worldwide with our machines in over 10 countries, and 120 were created with these solutions. So here you see some impressions of it. And yes, we are looking forward because we believe in that positive impact is possible. And we're working right now on other solutions like prothese kits or hydraulic ramp pump kits. Yeah, and we are very happy to can use our creativity and our knowledge and skills to make knowledge exchange. And yes, we are based in Austria, but our home is planet Earth. So I'm very happy that I'm available for you for your question and answers in the chat. And I will write there.
Thank you, Raphaela, and thank you for being part and from all our homes, being planet Earth, of course, which we have to definitely take a lot better care of to ensure that the generations of the future can also be as excited and optimistic as some of the young entrepreneurs we have heard so far are.